Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Sherry, and today I was gonna talk about these two shirts that I made. I made View D, it's New Look pattern 6374, and this is the view I made right there. But this one I didn't put I had it already. So first I should start from the beginning, shall we? I had a remnant of this. I had scraps of this fabric. The sleeves I had to cut out of a different, I think it's very slight difference in dye lot. But they're both kind of the same weight. You can kind of tell the difference from far back. So the back yoke, this yoke, and the collar pieces were all cut out of the scraps, and then I had to just cut the sleeve. And this was about a meter of flannel, so flannel's not very wide. So I got the cuffs for the sleeves from View D, and then I sort of did, I can't even see, View A on the bottom. And I don't think, so, yeah, just a plain, so it's just a tunic length, very comfy shirt. Yeah. Has a pleat in the back and a yoke. So originally I planned on making this version, the View D, and I did some embroidery, so that would have went, but I didn't think it was going to look right. So I changed my mind. So that would have, yeah, I think that would have, I think I like it better like this. So that's what I did. So I kind of did two versions of the same pattern, and I used up pretty much all of what I had of this. There's not, just some small pieces left, which I will, because I really like this. I think it looks well with denim. Would have been nice if I had a really dark version, but it was too thick to use in a shirt. So I think this shirt will last a really long time, because it'll wash like a rag. And the pattern went together pretty well. The instructions are not fantastic. They sew the collar on weird, and I think if I was a beginner, I would struggle making the shirt, because I found the collar, there is a lot of bulk right here. They get you to sew on the front piece, and then you sew on the top and attach it later. It did turn out, and they use a lot of different seam allowances in the pattern, and it's not always clear what seam allowance you should use. So I found that confusing, and I think if I found it confusing, I'm sure a beginner would find it confusing. So you have to really pay attention, and I would look on YouTube or find another pattern with the mandarin collar and do it any other way than this way. But the rest of it turned out, I believe it's a wearable garment, and I think it'll last me a really long time. So then there was this one, and so here we are. Same exact size, same pattern, different fabric. This is like a, it's almost like a brushed cotton, but it's just 100% cotton with the leaves on it. And some very bright orange fabric. So it shows up like there's tucks here, but you can't really notice it. But on here, it's like it's, I don't know. So to do this part, I just cut a piece of fabric because it's not in the pattern, the pin tucks. And I've been wanting to try this for a while, just add my own thing. So, did this turn out? I don't know. Don't know if, let's see if I can turn this light on better. So yeah, you just sew across here. I don't know. This shirt I made second, and I don't think it turned out as good. The collar was still hard to put on because I tried to follow the directions, and this just looks like it's pulling or something. I don't know. That bugs me. It's like it's too big, and it's the same size as this one. So I don't know. The shoulders look like they could be, they're just barely in the right spot. So I don't know. I'm just being picky probably, but so I just did the collar, the cuffs, and this front piece in the orange. And I know I've made a shirt out of this before and showed it to you a couple years ago. I am finally done with this fabric. If you're not an orange fan. But it's a nice fall shirt. It's very comfortable and roomy. And I used embroidery thread to do my pin tucks. And I don't know. I'm not as happy. It didn't turn out the way I thought it would. This may be just a pressing problem because I am a terrible ironer. So, yes, if you make this pattern, be very careful of the instructions because I found them a little bit confusing. And this is a lighter weight fabric than this. And I found it really hard to get this flat. Right here is where all your bulk is, right here. Just the way they sew it together. So everything else was not too bad. The collar was confusing. I think maybe this is why this looks bigger right here, is because of the seam allowances, and maybe because I'm a bad ironer, because it looks incredibly wrinkled. And this is just a short version. Well, it's not short. This is my hip, but it's just straight across the bottom. So I tried to have fun with the pattern and tried a different technique with the pin tucks. It turned out, I don't know, it's not, and see this collar flops on this one. I don't know why. I use same interfacing. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's too thick. But probably after it's been washed and I learned how to iron, maybe it'll go better. So, or press, I guess. Pressing and ironing are two different things. And that might be my problem. So I also made a pair of pants, which is a really good thing because I don't have any pants to wear. Seems like everything in my closet is shrunk. So I thought I would try this Catherine Tilton pattern. What's the number? 6668. And it has some interesting details on the back. There's this is the front, so these are like a pleat. And then this is a whole section on the pants. So there's no darts. There's a side zipper, which is probably the worst thing about them. And I don't mind it. There's a little bit of elastic in the back. Now I know in the picture they look really baggy on her, and they're not. And they're not skin tight. I thought they were going to be really tight. These are the most comfortable pants I've ever worn. And I wish I could, they're brown, so they're not going to show up on camera. But they turned out perfect. And they're really comfortable. And they don't bag in the front like they do on her. Like maybe they just didn't make the right size for her or something. But I'm 5'10", and I didn't cut them any longer. The cuffs are quite long in the picture. So my cuffs are probably half that amount. Because I just wanted to try them. So I had this, you have to use a stretchy fabric. And these are just like polyester. So I thought, I will try them. So I did, and I love them. And there's no, well, you can put pockets on the back. But I didn't. But you would think a seam across here would be uncomfortable. It's not. They hit me right at the knee. I've made absolutely no adjustments. I love them. So I'm making a black pair. I just thought I would say if you were thinking about trying that pattern, I would give it a try. I really like them. And I find that they're not skin tight. I actually had to take them in a little bit, so they work good for me. And I apparently don't like making pants. It's not that they're hard. I don't know. If I have to make pants, I'm not interested. I don't know if I find them boring to make or what it is, but I like this pattern. So the other pair is already cut out. I think I'm going to try and add pockets to the front. So if that's a success, or is it? I'll probably try it. They're black, so I'm not going to be able to, it's not going to show up on screen very well, so I will try. So that's all the sewing news from me. I'm glad I tried this. I don't think this will be my go-to pattern for this style, but I did like it, and I've been wearing this shirt quite a bit. It's very comfortable, and it's warm for this time of year because it's flannel and denim. And I think it's going to wash really well, and I'll have it for a long time. This I will probably wear only in the fall because it's kind of, with the leaf print, it's kind of a fall flavor. And so now I have more pants to make, and I was trying really hard not to wobble the camera, and here I am wobbling the camera. Hopefully this video will go up on Sunday, and I've been having more problems with my internet because I live in the woods, and apparently that's how my internet is going to work forever. I'm not even going to tell you. Anyway, that's why my videos have been sporadic, because it's just been, my internet doesn't like YouTube. See, simplest way to explain it. Everything else will work, but I can't. Anything to do with uploading or with photos, it just grinds to a halt. That's all I can say. So I hope you enjoyed that. If this was a pattern you were thinking about making, just read the instructions very carefully. And this one here, easy breezy. I enjoyed making them, and I'm going to make another pair. So, you all take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.